Market conditions weakening yesterday to mildly bullish on that reversal bar. We saw a pretty significant turn in really across the board yesterday. We're seeing our overall momentum pulling back into this buy zone. It had been in that upper extreme range and pulling back. We're seeing breadth now also stuck in that neutral range, and sentiment still towards the upper end of that range. Didn't see a whole lot of a tick to the downside yesterday. Let's take a look at buy-sell ratio. We did see a significant move in buy-sell ratio back under 1 yesterday, so 0.91 buy-sell ratio now, where sellers are taking over. At this point, at least, it is kind of equal. You can see that tug of war happening, and that's right at the 1 level is the tug of war. Which direction is it going? So that's going to be a battle right here. We'll see which way we end up going. We've got the upper end of the range on sentiment. If we take a look at SPY right here, and as well as all the indices, we'll look at them here. On the 6-month time frame, we saw a significant bar right here. This support area, which I talked about the last couple of days, of that 525 range. We're going to be testing that level probably today. There's a little bit of a gap just below that as well right here, which also could be in play. Really, this entire range right here is going to be a significant test. If S&P 500 slides through that significantly, then next stop is going to be that 514 level. That's still in the momentum zone on this time frame, and could get some additional support right there as well, but certainly using a significant caution right here as markets look like they are weakening here. Let's look at let's look at triple Qs here. Technology, a big reversal bar, an engulfing bar as well. An engulfing bar is when you have an open and then it opens above the body of the prior day and then closes below the entire body of that candle. So it engulfs it. It covers up the entire body of the previous candle. It's called an engulfing day, and it works on both directions, to the downside and the update and the upside. It's a pretty bearish candlestick. It's black right here because it's a red day. If I were to reverse this back to just traditional candles, you can see it's just a down day, which means it closed lower than where it opened. It's happened here on S&P 500. We saw a pretty significant move down in the Dow, and that is testing that upper momentum zone. So we've got really all major indices testing some kind of a support area at the price levels that they're all at right now. So we may see an additional slide lower, but this 389 level on DIA is the ETF for Dow Jones Industrial Average. I'll be watching that level, see if we get any kind of reaction, any kind of support right here. We also, one of the biggest issues in the day yesterday was the move lower in bonds. We saw SHY have a negative day where it looked really similar to the S&P 500. It gapped open, retraced lower. Be watching for some support again. Even bonds right here sitting right at a support area. We'll see if there's still demand, and that new demand is going to be interesting, especially coming into a Memorial Day weekend where we've got a little bit more of an extended day coming into this week. Let's look at, let me jump back over to, we looked at Dow. We looked at, TLT was what I wanted to cover. TLT, similar price pattern. And again, this support area right here where it has been before, now we're touching. You can see even a little bottoming tail bar potentially right there. So we may see some interest in bonds if we can see some support and some confidence back in bonds. Again, that's the biggest issue right here, but we are hitting right against this downtrend line. Not surprising that we're going to be running into some resistance right here. So across the board, going to be an interesting day. If we look at sectors, saw significant weakening in sectors as well. Almost everything down in short-term trend down yesterday, and a whole bunch shifting back from that buy back to that hold. So we're seeing really across the board indicators showing significant bearishness. Let's look at silver. Silver retraced yesterday back into that momentum zone. If we look at gold, And see, we've got a pretty significant move there. Just everything got tossed out yesterday. USO, see what oil did also. So oil testing this support area right here. If that does continue to slide through this support area, then that 50% retracement could be testing that $71 range as well. If we jump over to the muscle stocks group, not seeing a whole lot in here, but we are seeing some. We've got a shoe company, Carnival Shoe, which is a nice uptrend pattern here as well. Interesting, it had a significant day yesterday and a nice looking setup and a pattern there. CRDO, a little bit deeper in the retracement pattern there. If we go out to that 1 year time frame, a corrective zone, 50%, 618, but got some work to do to get back up into that momentum range. STEP, also a nice upward sloping trend, some support right there. Just not a lot of stocks in that upper zone with market conditions being as they are right now. So that'll do it for today's update. Everyone have a fantastic day today and a great weekend.